Welcome back to another episode of Unscripted, the go-to podcast for those flipping the script and taking the unexpected path. I'm your host, Jessica Bergio, holistic life and business coach, author, speaker, and self-proclaimed high-energy hype girl. Each week, I'm bringing you inside. No gatekeeping here. I'll touch on proven holistic business strategies, powerful mindset shifts that have led my clients through massive transformations, and no BS conversation with industry leaders designed to help you get out of your own way to actively pursue a life of purpose. If you're ready to ditch the limitations at the door, hit follow and get ready to be activated to step boldly towards your big goals. Now let's dive in. Guys, I just wanted to pop in real quick before we jump into today's episode and share with you why I'm obsessed with Glossy, the brand new skincare routine that you can drink, from my good friend Lori Harder. She has honestly created a product I can't live without. Let's be honest, our time is too precious for a 10-step skincare routine, let alone knowing what different vitamins you should be taking every morning. Well, the good news is Glossy can be your go-to wellness solution. This is not your average beauty product. It's a skin and gut superfood designed to work its magic from the inside out. The result? A lighter, more glowing you, ready to conquer each day with newfound energy and confidence. I've really noticed my skin is glowing and my gut feels better than ever. The probiotic that was created for this product has been run through over 30 clinical studies. The hyaluronic acid increases hydration, making your skin look and feel smoother and plumper. And we all know zinc supports our healthy immune system. Vitamin C helps to boost your body's production of collagen, while prickly pear and coconut water powder help support your hydration levels. And then my favorite, which is magnesium, helps support our metabolism, bone health, and keeps us regular, while helping to maintain reduced levels of stress. Pretty much a perfect product, in my opinion. I have a big discount for any new subscribers. Just click the link in the show notes below and grab your first order of Glossy today. And for a limited time, screenshot your receipt and send it to me in a DM on Instagram, and I will enter you into my Glossy giveaway. Now let's jump back into the episode. This is going to be the recap from the Unscripted Mastermind Retreat. So if you were having FOMO, yeah, I get it, because I would have been having FOMO too. This was probably one of the most impactful weeks of my entire life. And I think for the women that were there as well. I just got off our connection call that we had post-retreat. So the retreat was about 4 days ago. When we left each other, it was a Friday. We had our call on a Monday. And I think, honestly, the words that were coming out of their mouths, I'll just share with you. I made a list of them. They were feeling energized, inspired, transformed, lighter. They felt like a sense of worth was found. They went from feeling uncomfortable to feeling courageous, awakening. They had so many downloads and ahas, it wasn't even funny. So I share that with you because there is something so powerful and palpable about getting in the rooms. And if you've ever experienced being in the room with really powerful people, you know what I'm talking about. The intentionality behind this retreat was curated, obviously, by myself. And my years of putting myself in different rooms, putting myself in mastermind groups, coaching programs, one-day events, networking events, selling my soul to be able to be in a room, meaning like, oh, I'll take the trash out. I'll be the hype person. I'll come work the check-in station for you when I couldn't afford to get in rooms or when I didn't know what I was really doing there. It's such a full circle moment to be able to host this mastermind and to be able to host the retreat part of it and to see genuinely where I started 5 years ago to where I am now. And I know so many of us want that quick turnover with our business. We want to start something. We want to pop the fuck off. I get that. Trust me, I have thought and questioned this so many times. I was a brick and mortar salon owner for over 20 years. There was so many times where there was a part of me that was like, just go back to the easy path. Your clients were so happy. It was a very validating career. I made a shit ton of money. I had a flexible schedule. I didn't take any of my work home with me. There was a lot of easy aspects, but there was also a lot of knowingness that was starting to boil up around me not living out to my full potential. In different seasons of our life, we're able to lean into different parts of us, different gifts that we have, different gifts that we've maybe always known we've had, or different gifts that we want to expand on. And I am somebody who is rooted in community. I love a girl gang. I love getting together with women. I love being the hype person for my friends. I've always been cheer captain or like, come on, guys, let's go here. Or, hey, let me do your guys' makeup, or who wants their hair done. That was always just innately who I was. And so putting curated rooms together feels really natural for me. It's something that I wasn't doing. And I started to question myself, like, why aren't you curating these rooms anymore? Why are you staying so busy behind the chair and not pouring into these other aspects of your life that you know you'd be good at, that could potentially help so many other people? And it was because I was scared. I was scared no one would show up. I was scared that it would distract me from my career. I was scared that nothing would come of it. I was scared to spend the money, all of the things. So I am human and normal, just like you. So if you're listening to this podcast and you had any sense of FOMO, if you had any like, oh my gosh, that's me. I've been scared to get in these rooms. I feel like maybe I don't have anything to offer the group. I feel like I need to know more than I do in order to put myself in a room of other high achieving women who are looking for that collaboration, who are looking to feel a deeper sense of connection and community. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to know exactly where you're going. You don't have to have a perfect map of clarity. A lot of times getting in these rooms is what will help you get there, help you figure out what the next right thing is, help you meet the next right person you need to have a conversation with or lock arms with. The diversity in this group is wild, and the people that actually connected the most were not the people I thought would connect. When I would see one girl talking to another girl, I was like, oh, I didn't even think you guys would be that close, but here you are. One's maybe going through something and relates to that person, so she comes and is the one to hold space for that person. And we all have such a different experience in life and different perspective, different backgrounds, all of the things. And so when you bring the collective together to hold space, it is so freaking powerful. A few other takeaways that I had was some of the things that they said on the call, which were your environment is not who you are. A couple girls from East LA run really successful businesses. And while their environment has shaped who they are, it is not the definition of what they're capable of. Their surroundings and what they see isn't the definition and the ceiling of what they could potentially do. And so they are very much like me, where they came to a realization of, I am not living up to my fullest potential. I am not putting myself out there as much as I could be to potentially put my hand back and bring people with me. And I know for me, 5 years ago, when I made a decision to step into a different area of my life, to start this online business, to start this podcast, I very much knew that there was a part of me that had always been playing small, that had always stayed in that safety net zone of doing hair, of playing small, not putting myself on social media, not really like having an opinion, not really documenting anything in my life that was fun and exciting for fear of showing off or for fear of not being enough, for fear of what are people going to think of showing this or showing that or saying this or saying that. And you guys hear me talk about this all the time. This podcast has really helped me unlock my voice and the ability to say things with empathy, even if I hold a position on something. Another massive takeaway that I totally relate to was one of the girls said, your worth is not inherent of what you do. And so for someone who started off as quote unquote, just a hairdresser at 19 years old, I relate to that. My worthiness was tied up in salon ownership. I know when I sold the salon, I had a huge identity shift that I did not see coming. There was a lot of pride behind calling myself a salon owner and a business owner versus just a behind the chair stylist. I never gave myself credit in 18 years for building the book of business that I did. Never, not once. To me, it was never good enough because I wasn't a doctor or a lawyer, or I wasn't making multiple six figures, or I didn't have something scalable, or I didn't own the salon itself. When I bought the salon and I built it, and I had that name tag, if you will, and that street cred, it definitely made me feel some type of way. It was definitely an accumulation of all of the things people were telling me I should do. Open the business, start the salon, do the thing. And innately, it was never what I wanted to do. Was I good at it? Sure. Was I decent at managing people and a team and creating culture in a community? Yeah. I love curating a vibe. If you've ever seen any of my photo shoots, like music, hair, styling, I like curating amazing spaces. I like curating a lot of ways that people can feel included. And so the salon was a great avenue for that. But when COVID gifted me the space and time to start the podcast, to start really sharing what was on my heart, on my mind, and verbally processing all the experiences I had in life, I knew that I had to start talking about more impactful things. I had to start talking to women at a different level. I've always loved helping women feel more confident. And it started with the outside, with hair and makeup. Helping women feel more confident about how they show up in the world is literally the ethos that runs through my blood. My mom was very much like, put your lipstick on before you leave the house, brush your hair, make sure you look good. What you present out into the world matters. And that's why I have so many amazing stylist friends now, and why I test different things with my style. And I'm not afraid to have a nose piercing at 43 years old or 20 tattoos all over my body. Not to say that one is better than the other, but if we are not free to express who we are in any season or iteration of our life, what is it all for then? I had the gift of being a hairdresser and being able to express my individuality through different clients and styling. And I could show up one day looking goth, show up another day looking like a rock star, show up another day looking a little preppy, dye my hair black, shave my head, whatever. And so that ability to grow into the human I am now was such a gift. And I am so grateful that 19-year-old me decided to be a hairdresser and to say, fuck what everybody else thought. Fuck going to college. Fuck this. It wasn't for me. And being a creative is something I'm deeply and profoundly proud of. And everybody is a creative. You just have to be able to tap into that in order to share your genius. We are all creative. And whether it comes through in a podcast or what you promote on social media or actually part of your business, there are creative parts of us that need to be unlocked. And going back to that confidence piece, like knowing I love helping women and having thousands upon thousands of conversations with women over the years behind the chair, I have learned so much about human behavior and how people think and what people say about themselves, even when they look in the mirror. I can't tell you how many women have sat down in my chair, I could cry right now, and look at themselves and they're not happy. They're not happy. No matter what they do on the outside, it's not enough. And that's when I knew that what I was doing on the outside wasn't enough, that I had to go inside. I had to speak to them at a different level. I had to talk about things differently. And while I could help on the outside, if we don't love what's on the inside, the outside won't matter. But I definitely think the outside is a great place to start. Don't get it twisted. So if today all you do is put on some lip gloss and wash your hair and put on a cute outfit, bitch, go for it. Okay? Wear that fucking outfit. Don't save it. Wear it to the grocery store. Go pick your kids up in that dress. Do what feels innately right for you. Stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. Stop worrying about how you being you is too much. We are here in the era of let's be fucking too much. And if you are interested in joining this cohort, they are so open. We have 4 spots because all 7 of them re-upped. And we left that retreat and they're like, we don't want this to end. We want more. We want to run another run to the mastermind. We want to come back for the retreat. So we are going to kick off July 10th. Will be our first call. So if you're getting this podcast now, we have room for 4 women who are just ready for that girl gang, ready for that hype squad, ready for that unwavering, unlimited amount of support that is available to you with this group. I do not take people working with us lightly, working with me and stepping into this energy. You don't have to come with anything. You don't have to bring anything. You can bring your baggage because we got you. We can help you carry that shit. We'll help you process it, unpack it, clean out those closets, and really work through the shit that's been holding you back so that you can step into that next level version and serve who you're meant to serve. And right now, that might be you. Maybe you're like, I don't even know what the fuck I want. I know I need help, but I don't even know what help I need. Maybe you've been so busy spreading yourself so thin, staying busy, taking care of your family, your friends, people that need you, that you don't even quite know what it is you need. I invite you to explore that and see if this is a season that you're ready to step into you, really show up for yourself, lock arms with these women, come play full out with us and see where you can be in the next 6 months. Because I want you saying things like, I feel so confident. I feel like I have a community finally. I feel inspired. I feel energized. I feel transformed, lighter. I felt a huge shift happen for me. I want you to be able to find that inherent worth that isn't tied to anything you're doing or how you're showing up. I want you to maybe go from feeling uncomfortable in situations to feeling courageous to speak your mind, wear those outfits, do what the fuck you want to be doing. If you're here for that kind of shit, let's go. DM me. Let's talk. I love you so much. I'm so grateful that you listen to this podcast. This podcast has literally helped me unlock the next level version of me, really hone in on how I can help women and show up and be a better version of myself. I'm forever grateful. DM me if you want to talk about joining the mastermind. Again, we kick off July 10th. It will run till the end of November.